Welcome back to my rabbit hole. So, officially it's October and the last quarter of the year has begun. So I changed up the setting a bit. I actually don't know if I like it or not. My plant is still by my side, but I thought I want some autumny vibes here. So we are doing another currently inked year, and honestly it's about 10 days after I filmed my other currently inked, and yeah, some things have changed. So let me see. I have my one of my inky books here, and then I also have, let me put this to the side, I also have my other inky book here, which I need a new page in. Let me put this out of the way. I also put this ink journal in my Galen leather slim cover, or yeah, it's called slim cover, I guess, and it's fitting in quite nicely, but it always has to adapt a bit in the beginning. So let me see, where was I? Here I was. So yeah, we are doing another currently inked. Last time when I was talking to you, I already said that I'm really in the mood for fall, and now my colors that I chose even have changed more into this direction. So let me see in which order I want to show them to you. Like this. Okay, maybe let's get some, where is it? Not Fude, what I'm talking, some Tomo marker. So this is the Tombow brush pen with a hard tip, and I'll quickly do some heading. Currently inked. October 2024. Nice. I'm always doing this on two different papers because. So on the left side, we actually have Rhodia paper. I think it's a Rhodiarama notebook. And on the right side, I can tell you because this is a very old journal with unknown paper. But it's amazing. Okay, so let us see which pens we've got here. So the first pen is the TWSBI Diamond 580. and I've already shown this to you multiple times, but this just goes strong. This just is a beauty to write with. So let me show you the color that is in there. So this is the TWSBI Diamond 580 in smoke and rose gold with a fine nib. And in here is Diamine Ochre. So nice. Such a lovely combination. Nice. So let me see how I want to do it here. TWSBI Diamond 580 in smoke and rose gold trim with a fine nib. And like I said before, Diamine Ochre. Yeah, such a nice combination. This combination I'm using now for over 2 months, and it's so lovely. As you can see, still half of the fill is there, so I really filled it very much, and so half of the ink is still left, and oh my gosh, it's just such a good combination. So let me put this on top here. So we have that pen. Next pen is also inked up for the same time. This is inked with a shimmer ink. That's why I'm rotating it to see that the particles get moving. And this is the Pelikan M400 NN, and this pen is just so lovely. So let me show you. Pelikan M400 NN in tortoise shell, I guess it's written, with a medium vintage nib, of course, and it's inked with Dominant Industry Dutch Moorlands. And this is such a wet combination. Let me see if I have the same problems here on this paper as last time. I hope I don't. No, that's working right now. That's good. This paper is fantastic, but it just, last time, it just wouldn't work with this pen, with this nib. And I was so frustrated. As you can hear, this pen, or this nib in particular, definitely sings a bit, so it makes some noise on the paper. I don't like that noise a lot, but it's also not an issue, so it's okay. It's just how that pen is, I guess. The third pen in my lineup right now is this very beauty, and I inked this pen with an ink that I just I just want it in my lineup. It was just such a, or it is just such a special ink that I just needed it. So this is the Esterbrook SD in Botanical Garden with a fine nib from fpnibs.com in Spain, and it's inked with Sailor Shikiori Okuyama. And this ink has such lovely properties. It's a really good shader, and it's so funny, like the shading produces this kind of like pinky color and then a really dark red, and it's just so interesting. Behaving really well. Well, it's a pain in the you know what I mean, to clean, because it's a dark red. And especially in the converter, I had it before Shikiori. I had it in my Palette Vanishing Point or Palette Capless limited edition 2020, and oh my gosh, it took so much time to clean it out. So much time. That's that. So, fourth pen, and I think even last time I told you already that I just wanted this combination again. It's just so lovely. I just know what I get, and I also looked in my journal where like my ink journal, where I am logging when I inked which pen, and I actually had this pen inked also last year around the same time. So this is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim in Marionettes. And look at this very cute finial. Ah, so cute. With a medium nib. And it's inked with Sailor Manyo Shirakashi. Yes. It's not overly wet. It's not as wet as I had it in mind, but it's working really well. I also flossed the tines a few days ago because I was like, I remember this to be wetter, but I don't know actually if it really wrote wetter last year or if I just had more pressure, like in my hand. I like that palette really much also already now, but I have some other pens in this lineup which are also amazing. So I just couldn't wait. This lovely pen. I didn't ink it up for quite some time, so I just needed to, you know. It's just the time of the year right now. Outside, it's raining all the time. And I was like, okay, I want some, I don't know, I wanted some warm color in there. The red wasn't too, like, it didn't have enough full vibes to me, so I needed something different as well. I needed to fill in the gap. TWSBI Eco in also smoke with an M, smoke rose gold with a fine nib. And this fine nib is so juicy. It's so good. And it's inked with Diamine Ancient Copper. I've never used that ink before, but I have it in my sample stash for quite some time. And yeah, it was just the perfect color for me to put in this pen now, because I already love my TWSBI Diamond 580 with a diamond ochre. And so this was clear to me. This was like, I need this. And not diamond, it's an eco. And oh my gosh, this nib is, like I said, so juicy, and I love it with the Diamine Ancient Copper. It's just amazing. Ah. Oh, so wet, so juicy. Look at that. Look at that. Beauty. So, my second last pen is a pen I didn't use for quite some time, but yes, it's good. It's good. I chose to switch my pen for workup again. The Pilot Capless only held up as a work pen for 2 weeks. Yeah, sometimes I'm jumping around. But this is, which pen is it? This is the Faber-Castell Ambition in black, obviously. I don't know the real name, but it's the boring black. It's not boring to me, I really like it. And Diamine. Can you guess it? Can you guess it which blue ink it is? If you saw quite some videos, you should know. You definitely should know. Blue, black. Yeah. Fourth pen in my work lineup, and all are or were filled up with this particular ink. And this nib is also so good. It's so nice and juicy. And Ambition. And honestly, I'm like, shall I really use this at work? Because this nib is so good. I think I even want to use it as a journal pen. Like, I think it'd work. It's not as good if the pen is juicy, because then I cannot like flip the pages as quickly. But for journal sessions, it's so nice. It definitely takes some time until I'm comfortable with this grip. It's basically only a stick, so yeah. You cannot hold it in front, because then the step is really hard, and I think this is not supposed to be the grip section. The grip section is like supposed to be on the body, but yeah. I definitely was like, I want to use this pen at work because it has the snap cap. But yeah, now I'm not as sure anymore. I'm really thinking about getting a Franklin Christoph P20 model or something like that, and putting this nib in a fancy body or even a maker pen or so, because this nib is so amazing. So maybe I want a flashy pen for it. I don't know yet. I'll see. I'll figure it out. So last but not least, my 7th pen is a pen that isn't pretty to me, but it's working great. So I inked up the Lamy All-Star with my gold nib. And you will see why, because, oh my gosh, this is a combination I used once before and I absolutely loved. But that was before this nib even was tuned for me at the Dutch Pen Show. So this is the, let me see, this is the Lamy All-Star in black with a 14K gold and fine nib. And this is inked with KVC Honey. Oh my gosh. If you look at this ink and on this nib, isn't it perfect? It's just, look at that. It's fitting so well together. Ah, it's a match. On this paper, it's definitely even more beautiful. So let me repeat and write this again. Oh, on this paper it's even better. It's even so much better. With KVC Honey. Oh, just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Oh, and so wet. I just love this combination, this nib and this pen. Or this nib and this ink, I wanted to say. I don't like the pen particularly, but it's comfortable, so that's okay. And yeah, oh my gosh. What do you think? I love this color palette even more than my September color palette. We can quickly recall, this was my September color palette and this is my October color palette, and I really like how it evolved even further. Yes, so thank you for hopping into my rabbit hole. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a wonderful October, a wonderful autumn, or maybe you're on the other side of the earth, then of course a wonderful spring. So I hope to see you soon. Bye.